Alright, everybody, another episode of Psychonauts. We are at the starting screen. Alright, come on, May. Do something. There you go, good boy. Another drink, because that's what I need to watch myself play video games. I don't know how you guys do it for free. I'd charge me. Alright. So it looks like they put me there instead of all the way at the top of the asylum. Is this the backtracking episode? I can't look. I should have looked. Well, we'll find out. I won't go into anything until I find out which episode this is. And we've got everything. This may be the backtracking episode. We'll see. Maybe I will. You know what? I might just ask you guys to be responsible. It's like if you want to avoid spoilers for Psychonauts, don't watch this episode or stop at a certain point. I like this music. There's a brain.
How can something as small as Vernon's brain hold so many boring stories?
Kissing. Then I accidentally hit the invisibility button. Grab forward. Not really sure what that crow was doing. I think maybe it like pushed a button to make the brain go away. I'm just thinking if it sees anything other than Raz. Then I try to throw it off. I remember that. But the game is like dead. I try to put it back. There you go. This is a little wanton cruelty to animals. Well,
Worthless!
You
These
open
brains
mine.
are worthless, Shigar. Just like the one in your head.
No, they're nice. They're nice.
They're nice
Dr.
brains.
Lovato. Really?
They're too nice. They won't fight. I need killers. I need angry brains. I squeeze them, I poke them, I twist them. What do I have to do to make them fight? Maybe I should try my drill.
I'm not gonna bring you any more brains if you're gonna be so mean to them.
No matter what I do?
No matter what.
Not even if I...
Don't.
Not even if I cook you a little...
Doctor, no.
A little turtle soup?
Please, Dr. Lovato, no.
A nice hot turtle soup. Mm-hmm. Nothing better on a cold night like this than some boiling hot soup.
You need Mr. Pokey Lovato.
Oh, okay. You sure?
No, I mean, yes.
All right. Oh, why don't I just go ahead and heat you up a cup? It's made of turtles. Turtles that you love. Isn't
So
that
screwed
right,
up.
Mr. Pokey Love? Okay. Well, maybe I'll just make some for myself. Bring
I really
in the
like Dr.
brain,
Lovato.
Shigar, or Mr. Pokylope becomes Mr. Smokylope. Smokylope. When you're a dentist, you have to learn to have a sense of humor, you know. It helps to calm the patients down.
See, I think he's solid. I think he's a funny character. So I know. Wait. It's very interesting that they put the pictures of the people in the brains like they might have some intent to put them back. Also, I've been wondering this: whose brain is that? It's never clear whose brain that is, because it's not Oleander's, it's not Sasha or Mia's, but we have all the kids' brains. So I don't know whose brain that actually is. I don't think it ever comes up. I think that's our last brain.
Welcome back to the thinking world, Mikhail.
Is that right? No, okay, there's the other one. Yeah, they don't even try here. They're just like out.
Elton, what can I tell you? You were right. The old legends were true.
Is that not the last one? Is there still another one? No, I have all the brains. I guess the game just doesn't award you until you've returned them all to people's heads. But we're walking here for another cutscene.
They know you're coming! They're gonna take your brain!
Listen, the man you're working for is a deranged lunatic.
She knows.
I hate him! But if I don't do what he says, you...
Cook your little turtle from the inside out.
Ah!
Shield, hostage situations
Too
like this
funny.
are always extremely delicate. I'll have to extract Mr. Pokelope from his prison using my psychic powers, after which this Lobato character should be fairly trivial to neutralize.
Yes, because once we get Mr. Pokilo back, he'll tell us what to do. He always tells me what to do.
It's very interesting how they never explain how any of these characters got to like get together. Like, how is Lobato working for Oleander, or any of that?
Sasha, Mia, Lily.
Raz, you came.
Of course I did. We gotta get you out of here.
Look, the coach must have lured Sasha and Mia here on official Psychonauts business and then ambushed them with sneezing powder. They're completely brainless.
I know. I saw their brains downstairs. Listen, first things first. I was thinking about what you said about us making out.
Yeah? Oh man,
Classic.
I'm so glad he showed up. I was just starting to feel slightly less phlegmy. Wait, he didn't test here. Ah! Get away from me. Stop reading my mind. Go rebrain Sasha and Mia.
Okay, so we got the birthday cake to get back at Mr. Pokelope. But you know, they never explain like how Shigor started working for Dr. Lobato, or how Dr. Lobato started working for Coach Oleander. I think right here I get myself caught just to see what it does. I'm like, yeah, we'll spend a 1-up to get a cutscene. Where do I leave? Can't remember. I think I'm looking for a way down. There it is. Do I already backtrack?
Judging from its position, I can take this elevator all the way down to the asylum ground.
Yeah, so this will put us right by where
I hope
Boyd
this ride
is
isn't
going
too
to.
scary.
Yeah, this will take us straight to Boyd.
Well, at least it's fast.
So I believe, at least it's fast. Alright, so I think we're gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go back. So this is the backtracking episode. Or the start of it. I believe it'll be some backtracking here and then some backtracking in the next one. So what I will do is, for now, I'm looking for the fish horn. There it is. Excuse me, please. I may just skip the cutscene because that's what it is. And hopefully I'm going to rebrain everybody. Go rebrain everybody though. Can I go on? Nope, that's not the way. Oh, I think I'm checking because I remember there was a card over there. And I was saying, did I ever actually go get that? There we go. So the soundtrack of that jump came late. There's a monster tapping my window. I don't know what I'm trying. I think I didn't notice that the log is right down there. There you go. Alright, go rebrain those kids.
Let's go to...
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and rebrain everybody, get that max HP. So there is an achievement for the game that I didn't know about, that I didn't do it. And I'm probably not gonna go back and do it. If you get Mr. Pokelope, you can bring him to camp and you can show him to all of the kids. And that's an achievement on Steam. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Oh, I'm looking at what I've got. And I think we actually are missing a memory vault. But we can, oh, and I'm checking not the security, what the hell am I talking about? The scavenger hunt. So there's all the brainless kids watching TV.
Brain.
Good. Now,
And that's how the coach is planning to take over the world.
I'll just let him. I'll just let you watch all these
That is
cutscenes.
so not chill. Hey, where's Phoebe?
We're gonna be rebraining her really soon.
Well, when she comes out, she's gonna want to hit stuff. I better go wait by her drums.
And that's why we have to find Lily right away.
That is some
Even though we've already
crazy
found her.
stuff, guys. I'm kinda glad I was out for most of it. Well, with the world ending and everything, I should probably go see what girls want to make out one last time.
So I said,
Except there was
"Brain her."
none of your brains.
I don't even know her. Crystal. Scared.
They ain't
You
been
better
your brain.
believe I was scared. You'd have to be a fool not to be. But the trick is to never let them see you sweat.
Wow. I guess that's what those squirrels were trying to tell me.
Huh?
They kept saying
It's a
the
weird
tiny
talk.
man is gonna kill everyone. I thought they were talking about me. Oh man, I have to go apologize.
We'll see, but
No,
he actually does
promise
go
you,
apologize.
He didn't drool at all.
Is Milka okay?
Yeah, she's waiting for you down by the docks.
Gotcha.
Hey, do you want to help us save the... Okay, is making
No,
out
no
all
one
anyone
helps.
thinks about in this place.
Yes.
And then the lungfish ate me. And we became best friends.
Oh my god.
I know.
I mean, oh my god!
I know.
Nils!
And that is how I beat the hideous hulking lungfish of Lake Oblongata.
Lake Oblonga.
So, does the coach, does he have an evil sidekick? A yes man? Or a lick spittle? Anything? Not sure. Why? No reason. Bye.
Piece
It's a
of
good
shit.
question. But I didn't taste it, so I don't really know the answer for sure.
Well, if Brain Tank come after Mikhail, it will be sorry. Better go find Tiny Boss, see what is planned.
So that's who's been kidnapping all the kids.
Oh man, I just want to burn that coach. Hey, where's Quentin?
He's waiting for you in band practice.
He
Why
better
you get
not
so
be
quiet?
putting the wrong band name on my drums again.
Yes.
I guess the game just
because
does
you
that.
got
That's
your
not
brain
what's that.
stolen and I didn't. Yes, I do. I think I'm better than you.
Aha! I knew it! Well, you're wrong. Have fun dying.
See, that's why he doesn't help.
And so that's what happened to your brain.
Wow, what an amazing story. I mean, that is a really, really good story. And you know what the best part is? I'm in it. I better go write that whole thing down before we all get killed.
And that's how I earned all my merit badges.
OMG! I feel so stupid for throwing myself off the roof now!
What? Why did you throw yourself off the roof?
Because the poison didn't work. Listen, I have to go. The world could use some major league cheering right about now.
That's all.
Agent Cruller?
What is the current
There
situation?
you go. He doesn't even say all kids rebrained.
I'd better go.
Good luck.
I gotta wait for it to show something. I think we should have max HP. I've done everything that can increase HP. Go down, Velcro Pop. We gotta turn in our cobwebs and our psi cards. Although I don't. No, I do have enough psi cores for all the psi cards I've got. Or well, not once I've done the. Yeah, we've got everybody rebrained. Go down. I guess I'm gonna go to the camp store
Where would...
and buy some psi cores.
Drop me a...
Oh,
Yeah. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say. Because I think this is backtrack time. And if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But, no, actually, I can check it really quickly. Okay, this is 23. No, not 24. Let's see, 24 is also backtracking. Let me make sure that 23 is going to be backtracking from here on out. 20, yeah, okay, this is also a backtracking episode. And then 25 is progress. Yes, 25 is progress. Okay. So listen up, kids. I'm going to start my backtracking rant. We'll do some of it in this
Hey,
video.
why
We'll
are
do
you
some of it in the next
stopping?
video.
Hey, wanna help me
I
save the
thought
world?
you stopped.
Not now.
No.
Raz. I'm trying
Let's
to
go.
finish writing
And then
my
we're also gonna be
memoirs
fine.
before we
If
all
anything's
die.
important, I'll bring it up, but nothing is too important. I'll try to keep an eye out when getting scavenger hunt items because I know I do that.
Take it.
One, two, three. I think it's like 20. I think it's 20 is the max.
What else can I do you
I'll
for?
pass.
Sold to the big-headed kid
Anyway,
with the
here's what I'm
gloves.
gonna do for
What
this
else can I do you
1.5
for?
episode.
Now,
So,
you take
if
excellent
you don't want
choice.
spoilers for the
What
last
else can I do you
level
for?
of Psychonauts, because I will talk
Alrighty
about
then.
it,
What else can I do you for?
just go to
Excellent
episode
choice. What else can I do you
25
for?
is when the backtracking will be over.
Excellent
Because from
What
here
else can I do you for?
through the rest of the LP
Alrighty then.
is
What else
backtracking.
can I do you for?
Or through this episode and the next
Alrighty
episode
then.
is
What else
backtracking.
can I do you for? Excellent
It turns out you can
choice.
only hold 3
What else
dream
can I do you
fluffs,
for?
and it turns out I
What
used
else
none
can I
of
do
them
you for?
because
For now.
when you instantly die, a dream fluff doesn't do anything, and all I die for the rest of the game is either instant death or I don't die. So, here's what's happening. I'm going to rank the 10 brain levels from Psychonauts,
Let's go.
from this game. Okay, oh, this is me getting all the scavenger hunt items. So, first is the voodoo doll is actually above
Sorry, my bad.
the set.
Not
So
to
maybe
worry,
I'll
my
write on my
bro.
list I've
Let's
done
just
that.
pick it up from
I'm
the part
true
where I do
blue
that thing.
backtracking. So, get up there, Raz. Alright, so there's one of them. And I press it, and now I'll be right back with the next one. Yep. So be right back with the next one, and then cut to. Right, cut. There you go. Alright, so this is the glass eye. We're right by the place you get the Sasha's area. Yeah, right there. Now you know where we are. And both of them are over here, because the glass eye is here. That one I just didn't see. If I had known it in the game, I would have been able to get that one. But this last one, I'm going to go ahead and walk to it. And I don't like this one. This one seems iffy to me. But we're going to finally get the miner's skull. And what you have to do is you have to stand on the one with the water and use shield. Which I don't like. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me, I'm going to be honest. So that's going to get us 4 more levels. Do I cut to it? I think I just run to it. Because he's on the same screen. I may get set on fire by a cougar in a second. I may have killed them all. Yeah, I'm expecting that while it's in the wall. I guess not. I guess I'm gonna wait for any, excuse me, future ones. Where you go? Oh, I'm sitting in that car, that's fine. Just gonna get all the weapons I can. I haven't even cashed in my my cobwebs yet. We do not get max level. I'll already tell you that. I do not work that hard.
Done. I completed the whole scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, great. I don't think anyone's ever done the whole thing before. Well, hold still. This might hurt.
Alright, so we got confusion lasts twice as long with the side grenades, with the confusion grenades.
That felt good.
Congratulations. Now get.
Won't you help?
So level
I'm
20
a
we get
ranger.
regeneration.
I got enough
breaks the
problems
game.
wrangling these leaves. Now get.
I think next we cut to the Sasha's level where I'm just going to be running around getting figments. So I'm gonna go ahead now and ignore. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm gonna ignore most of what I'm doing now, and you're gonna see figments. If I think I missed one of Sasha's memory vaults, so I'll talk during that about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and start explaining to you how this ranking is gonna work. So every level, I gave it on a scale of 1 to 10 in 4 categories. First category is level design / coolness. And oh, by the way, I don't know if I brought it up. So you can see on every level there's a thing for tags, cobwebs, memory vaults, and then figments. Do I go to Black Velvetopia and look for the 8? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. We go to Sasha's shooting guy because I'm missing cobwebs, I'm missing memory vaults, and I'm missing figments. Glorious Theater, we're missing 1 figment. Or I might knock out Glorious Theater because I know where it is. Yeah, maybe. We're going to go to Coach Oleander's basic brain again. We are going to go. We do not. No, we do not go back to Lungfishopolis. I don't think we go back to the brain tumbler experiment. Maybe we do. We do go back there. That's I think next episode. I don't think we go back to Waterloo. Milkman is complete, and then that's all. So the only one at this point we have complete is Milkman, and there's the last level, which I don't even get how you can go back to. Oh, because you can go to the brain tumbler from the last level. That's right. That's right. Alright, so I'm going to go to the Glorious Theater and go get that from him. I'm probably going to cut
Not
to
much
this
to
one.
do here
I
except
don't think.
clean up all
Do I
the
bother?
cobwebs. Collect.
Yeah, he says that everywhere. We do get some interesting. Okay. So anyway, the ranking, or the way to rank it. So the first category is what I call level design / coolness. So I really like the crazy physics, like mind warping design of levels. So level design / coolness is basically how cool the level was designed, and also like how fun is it to be on. Next is humor. I know humor is subjective, but to me some levels are funnier than others. Enough about that. Next is gameplay, which is how fun is the level. Simple. And the last one, and this is the one that would get me the most flack if this channel mattered at all, is, see, there's the figment, is memorability / soul. And I know soul gets thrown around like ironically a lot. But basically it's, how much do I remember the level? How much do I think the level stands out as such like a unique experience? So we're going to go ahead and hop right into it, because right now, conveniently enough, we are on my number 10, so there's the last figment. My least favorite level, brain level, I don't count the overworld anything. So my least favorite level of Psychonauts is Glorious Theater, just like Raz, I want to get out of there. As far as the level design, the only thing I can say is they may have been going for like the joke of it's a bottle episode level and that it all takes place in one room. But the playsets to me don't really feel like levels, and that's all I have to say. I don't really like the levels. I don't like the swapping out of the scripts. So I gave it a 3 out of 10 for level design / coolness.
Rasputin, I'm so glad to
this
see
is
you.
cool.
What's happened?
Coach Oleander is trying to take over the world with a fleet of psychic death tanks, armed with the stolen brains of my fellow campers. Where are you?
I have no idea. I seem to be asleep or in a trance.
Well, don't worry about it.
Okay, I'd love to join you, but I think I need to...
Ooh, I can help with that.
Oh, would you like to run the...
Yeah, Run the course?
Oh, Raz, I knew you were going to overload that switch. I would have done... It was all arranged to make you an expert fighter. Now, if you'd like to run the course again, just shoot the controller on to close that face up and open
so both
another.
him and me have special dialogue about
Even the part where the giant sent...
Okay,
their
that
brains
part got a
become their
little out of
bodies.
hand.
Not much to do here.
Yeah, so you can't fight the boss again. I don't know why he says that. Any level you go back to, that's all you can do. There's not more. But anyway, back to Gloria's theater. So level design I gave it a 3. Humor I gave it a 4. The bad, like the theater stuff, the bad actors and the critic stuff, I feel like they're a bit too cheesy. I don't have to say about like gathering business, except for this fire sound effect is way too loud for some reason, and it's still way too loud. But anyway, so for Glorious Theater, the humor just doesn't do it for me. I didn't find it very funny. The only joke I like is that the spirit of her youth has like the deep, stupid voice like Dr. and Mrs. the Monarch. I think that's funny, but other than that, I don't think it's a particularly fun level. For gameplay, I gave it a 4 out of 10 as well. It's the last reason for there's a reason it's last. But to me, the like swapping of scripts and plays isn't very fun. It's not very engaging. It's more, it's like a point-and-click game where you don't know what to do, so you just start like taking items and putting them on everything to see what makes the level keep going. And I think the last platforming part just sort of comes a little bit too late. Also, you have to be careful and stuff with your ricocheting blast because it will just kind of screw things up. Then lastly, for Soul / Memorability, I also gave it a 3. I think of all the levels, Gloria's Theater is the only level when I started the game up that I couldn't remember at all until we got there. You know, I remembered the bull, I remembered Napoleon, I remembered every level, something about every single level except Glorious Theater. And the ones we got, I was like, oh yeah, that's a level. Because I think you can see in one of the episodes, I'm like, I remember there's 3 levels at the end, but I don't remember what they are. And, you know, to me, that is Glorious Theater. It is the most forgettable. Also, I just don't, it's kind of on the nose, like, I feel like other levels are a little sneakier or make you work harder to like learn the tragedy of stuff. Like you don't learn about like Mia's dead kids as the level goes. It's like a secret you have to dig up. Likewise for like Sasha, the stuff about his mom. That's not outright said. Whereas Gloria's level, they just like, yeah, and then her mom killed herself. It's like, all right, like, that's a bit too obvious, and so it just doesn't really hit those beats that I want to hit. I love that. It's like, oh, I almost fall off the stage. Because you can fall off. It's just like the milkman. If you get like enough momentum and just like sling on the cube, it'll count you as falling off. Even though it's not supposed to. Now, I think I'm trying not to shoot him because it'll hit the button. So that's why I'm setting on fire. Alright, that was number 10. So at the end of the day, Glorious Theater got a 14 out of 40. I don't have much more to say about it. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time so I don't go over. I'm gonna get the mic up so that it's close to stopping time, I'll stop. So next is Coach Oleander's basic braining, which is actually good because in my mind, Coach Oleander's basic braining is like what a Psychonauts level at a minimum needs to be. So for only one level to not really meet the criteria of being a good level, I think is actually pretty good for a game with 10 levels. So for level design / coolness, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I said it does, I actually have a little script by the way, so look at me being all professional and stuff. But I said it does what I want to have a basic Psychonauts level. It has enough of the weird world inversion, you know, where you like walk into a hallway and then it tilts 90 degrees and now it's something different. You're like walking sideways on what was down. It does a good job at showing you what these brains are going to be like. You know, how they'll be like based on the person's personality, and there'll be weird physics shifting stuff. You know, it's the this is what to expect level, and so it meets my expectations for what that should be. Humor, I gave it a 6. Notably, I think Glorious Theater got a low humor because not only did I not like the jokes they made, but I thought a lot of the humor was like bad. Like it was either unfunny or nothing. I don't think it made me laugh very much, but I think so. 6 for Oleander's basic braining because the only real joke it makes is like the kids blowing up, but the kids blowing up is funny enough to me that I thought it got a pass. For gameplay, I gave it a 5 because really, as far as gameplay goes, it's nothing. You don't have any powers yet, so the only thing you have to be able to do is jump and punch. So, yeah, I thought that was the standard. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, for me, a 5 is like the standard. Like, that's a C. So if you get a 5, you're what I would call acceptable. If you're above a 5, you're better than just acceptable, and if you're below a 5, you are not acceptable. So, I don't really have much to say about the gameplay. It's the basics. You platform, you punch, and you have no powers. You can't really be expected to do anything else. And then lastly, for soul / memorability, I put a 6. I think it does a fine job at... I mean, the thing is, it's the first level. It shouldn't be anything too crazy. Like, this is what it should be. It should be a bunch of, like, 5s, really. That gives it a total score of 24 out of 40. So from 9 to 10, we jumped up 10 points. But don't worry, because the rest isn't gonna... We don't go much higher. Everything is very close. We actually have several ties. And yeah, we actually have... Or do we have one right now? No, we don't. Okay. When we have ties, basically my tiebreaker is based on which level I just personally like more. And then it's just like, you know, secretly some of these were probably like 0.5s instead of a flat number. And I just didn't say that. And so one had more half points, and that's why I won, but... Alright, number 8. You can probably guess. We have the Brain Tumbler Experiment. For level design / coolness, I gave it a 5. I'm just not a huge fan of that level. It's just like a spooky jungle with some meat. It does a decent job at foreshadowing stuff, but like to me, it's nothing to write home about. It's fine. Like honestly, I feel like Coach Oleander's basic branding is well, I mean, you can tell by the numbers I give, but it's a cooler design level. It just is. Like it has more going on. The brain tumbler is just like a forest with some plants in it. And, you know, this is not that impressive. For humor, I gave it a 7. Pretty much all the humor is just like Dr. Lobato, but his like whole bit about he's doing all this stuff and then he reveals he's just a dentist. That's a solid joke for me. Like all the brain stuff. So I give it a 7. It's good humor. And for Psychonauts, really like I know 5 is the standard, but for Psychonauts, really like 7 is the standard for humor in this game because every level is trying to be funny. I mean, humor matters enough in Psychonauts that it factors into what the rank of a level should be. You know, I think that says a lot about the game. For gameplay, I give it a 6. I said it's basically basic branding, except now you can shoot stuff, and by the end you can levitate. Alright, so there's the last of the figments. Now I just gotta find, I'm missing 2 cobwebs and a memory vault. I think one of them is actually on this one, and I don't know if I find it right away. But anyway, back on the brain tumbler experiment. So yeah, gameplay I gave it a 6. I said, you know, it's literally Oleander's level with more power, so it's got to be better. Then for soul/memorability, I gave it a 7. Basically, Lobato gets all the credit for this getting all the points it got, because to me, all the memorability is Lobato's cutscenes. You know, it's also where the plot of the story is, that kind of thing. Okay, we got 4 minutes. I can do one more, and then I can do the other 6 in the next video. Alright, so this is the big spoiler, because this is the only level we haven't done. So at number 7, yes, at number 7 I have the meat circus. So for level design/coolness, I gave it a, oh, by the way, I don't know if I said it. So for the brain tumbler experiment, I gave it a 25 out of 40. So it beat Coach Oleander's basic brain mode 1 point. But anyway, so number 7, I got the meat circus. For level design, this is the only level where the design ties into the gameplay. If it were not for the gameplay of this level, it would probably be a 9 or a 10. However, for the gameplay, I gave it a 5. And I said the gameplay on the stage ranges from awful to fantastic. The 2 big issues to me are protecting little Ollie, which we'll see in the next episode, or next 2 episodes from now. Is that how that works? If this is 23, I'm talking about 25. I don't know if that's 2 episodes from now or after the next episode, I guess is a fair way to say it. But what I was really getting at was the issue with those, it's not so much that they're too hard, it's that because they're putting a timer on it, you don't get to enjoy the stage. And I think you would enjoy the stage more if you didn't have to rush through it. And I know you could go backwards, but that just doesn't do it for me. Also, another issue I have with the gameplay of that stage is there are 3 boss fights, and they are all pointless. You fight Ollie's dad, who is just like shield and dodge until he swings and then punch him. You fight the combination of them. And are there even 3 bosses? I can't even remember. There might only be 2 real boss fights. But at the end of the day, they're both pointless boss fights. They don't do anything cool. Like, you know, to me, what I like with boss fights is when it's like Gruntilda from Banjo-Kazooie, where you kind of have to use everything you've been given and then like go for it. Psychonauts doesn't do that. All the bosses are immune to your side blast and being lit on fire and all that stuff. Oh, I think right now I'm going to look up where the last memory vault is. So I'm going to try and get through this quickly. So then for humor, I gave it a 7. I said reflecting on it, the level's funnier than I remembered. The bunny stuff is funny, and I really like the jokes the boss makes. I love the when the one dude's like, I feel so powerful, and then the butcher dad's like, I can joke. And then for soul/memorability, I gave this a 9. Okay, and there's the memory vault, so I'm going to have to talk about that second. Real quick on this side. It's memorable because I was dreading it the whole playthrough, and to me that makes it very memorable, in addition to all the design. So anyway, working at the shoe shop, talks about mom, don't want to talk about it. He reads his mind. His dad remembers his mom fondly. Sees her as an angel. And then remembers some steamy thoughts, and that scars Sasha, who runs away. And that's Sasha's second sight. But anyway, I thought it was a very memorable stage. I'm about to wrap up here, so I'm going to wrap up my review of the Meat Circus as well. I think it's a fine level, nothing crazy.
Man, these things.
But I don't like it that much. So it got 27 out of 40 points and is thus ranked 7 on my list. But with that, we are done with this backtrack. We will do a little bit more backtracking in the next episode. But until then, I will see you next time. I'm Velvet Hawk. Goodbye.